You ask and you shall receive. Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. As you can probably tell already, we're doing Monica Bellucci makeup. Someone requested it on my comments and we have to do it now. And I actually think it's so fitting for like this time of the year. The Monica Bellucci type of makeup is very dark, feminine, elegant, very appropriate for this season, you know what I mean? So yeah, let's start. I'm gonna leave a few inspo pics here so you know what we're doing. I feel like the vibe from Monica Bellucci is going to be soft airbrushed skin, like a soft matte blur skin with a soft smoky eye but also intense at the same time. We'll have to figure that out. Some beautiful cushiony lips with a hint of red, like a dark red. So yeah, let's get into it. I wanted to apologize in advance for my face because I am honestly exhausted and I feel like you can see it through my eyes. Anyways, I already started prepping my skin with this toner before putting my eye patches on, and now I'm gonna go in with a lightweight moisturizer. Since we're doing a more matte blurred skin, I want to make sure my skin is fully hydrated so that it doesn't dry out after I put that matte foundation. I'm really tired because I'm actually working twice as much, if not 3 times more. Obviously, I'm working as normal, putting out content every day or almost every day for this month. But then I'm also pre-filming all of the October Halloween content and obviously all the brand deals that I have this month, which super grateful. But yeah, the Halloween content on its own is already a lot. Even to just make that within the month, it is quite a lot because the looks take so long, like non-stop doing like details and stuff. It is tedious. If on top of that I'm doing like my normal look, it's being quite a lot. We're pushing through it, and you may ask like, why are you doing that and not doing like the October content in October? Valid question actually. I might need the October month or other stuff that I will tell you about that when the time comes, because if it's not 100% happening, I don't want to talk about it. I don't know. When it's 100% happening, I will tell you about it, obviously. But because if it is, it's really exciting. But yeah, so I'm just like kind of prepping just in case. Anyways, enough talking. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna start with brows as always, just to let this sink in a little bit. Actually has the most natural feathered brow, so I'm literally just gonna pop in a little bit of brow gel. And with my brows, I don't really have to do that much anyways, so I'm literally just going to brush them for a little bit, and then I might add a few hair-like strokes with a brow pen. My brows just reach till here. Monica's come down here, so I'm gonna add hair-like strokes, bringing it a little bit downwards, not too much because it doesn't really suit me. Something like that. I never wear my brows like this. Feels so weird, to be honest. So for the face, since we're doing something a bit more matte, soft matte, I'm gonna try the new Charlotte Tilbury airbrush flawless, oh my gosh, foundation. And I believe this one's matte, isn't it? I think so. I'm not gonna apply too much because I kind of tried it the other day, not for an actual look, but like a little bit goes a long way. I'm gonna use kind of a fluffy brush for this. I don't want to go in directly like that with the brush, so I'm going to lightly dab it all over my face and buff it in. Yeah, see, it has so much coverage with just a little bit. I like to use fluffy brushes because it gives a more natural finish, even if the foundation doesn't have that finish, and it just feels more lightweight this way. It honestly looks really pretty. It doesn't really match my neck, but my neck never matches my body anyway, so like we have to compare to my arm. I know it doesn't look super matte, but at this stage of the makeup, we need this to look glowy and then turn it into a soft matte base. Because if at this stage it already looks matte and not glowy, that means then it's gonna be completely dry and cakey. That's why it's really important the prep. But if you want actual tips on how to apply prep and apply your makeup, I have plenty of videos on my channel, so I'll link those for you in the description, and also you can just browse through my channel. I'm gonna use my usual NARS concealer. I'm gonna be quite generous with it At least I'm gonna spread it quite a bit, and I'm gonna focus it here, kind of creating a triangle here. Now I'm using this mainly to conceal and correct, and then I'm gonna use another one lighter to actually brighten up. I'm letting this dry up just for a little bit. Now I'm gonna start blending. I love how this is looking. This concealer foundation combo, yeah, it's looking super flawless. And I see how this is going to turn out a beautiful soft matte base. Now I'm actually gonna grab this lighter concealer. It has a light consistency as well, so it's not gonna add too much product, but I'm mainly gonna focus this basically on the same places, just more precisely, if that makes sense. I'm even gonna add a little bit here. I don't usually like to do this, so I already have a strong jawline, but for this makeup, what? I'm gonna start blending right away. I'm trying not to move around the brush too much to concentrate the pigment on the same place. I'm gonna use this part of it to kind of reverse contour. Because as you can see, as soon as we put this lighter shade here, it literally just creates a natural shadow over there. Pasa. Pasa. Voy a cerrar, ¿eh? No? It's like having a kid, oh my goodness. Oh, I'm gonna do things a little bit different than what I usually do, just because I think that's what Monica would do. I don't think she will wear cream products, to be honest. So I'm gonna quickly put setting powder on the face now, and then we're gonna go in with powder bronzer or powder blush. This is interesting because I never usually do this, but it's fun. It's fun to try different things, especially with makeup that you can literally wipe it off, you know, like people are so scared to try new things with makeup. I mean, like, you can literally just wipe it off and then put it the way that you want it. It's like, it's fun. Have fun with makeup, please. So yeah, let's powder now, I guess. I'm gonna use my YSL with powder puff. Usually I don't want a lot of powder, so I go directly with a brush. But today we're looking for that flawless skin, like make sure there are no creases like at all. So I'm gonna do one eye at a time. I'm not going to powder the whole face with the powder puff, just like the center and the under eye, cheekbone. Now with a big fluffy brush and this goes as powder, I'm gonna go over everything. The parts we already powdered and the parts we haven't. Because even though I want a full blurred skin, the T-zone and stuff, I want them fully matte, fully blurred. The rest, I don't want them as flat, because otherwise the whole face is gonna look super flat. I'm just powdering a little bit more lightly on these areas. This is also gonna help with the face looking cakey and one-dimensional. So like, look at that flawless base. I mean, I love a glowy base, but this is actually so good as well. So now we're gonna do part of bronzer and part of blush. I'm gonna start with this Hourglass powder because I feel like it's the easiest to use. I love this formula so much. I'm gonna start applying from the apples of the cheeks almost, and then dragging it up. Does that look good? I'm not sure. I'm not used to using powders like these. Like, I feel like there's a lot of contrast between bronzer and the concealer part, so I'm trying to recreate that. I'm gonna apply it here, really lightly buff it around the nose, and now let's work this through the neck. It's kind of strange because I feel like there's a lot of contrast in my cheeks and it's rare for me to see myself like this, but I feel like that's the look. Let's apply a little bit of blush now. I don't feel like she's wearing a lot, to be honest, and I'm gonna kind of use it to blend the bronzer with the skin. I'm focusing on the apples of the cheek and then dragging it down just the tiniest bit. And then I'm gonna use this contour palette, this shade, and super lightly I'm gonna run this through the hollows of my cheeks to define that cheekbone. So I feel like she has it super defined. Maybe that's a little bit too much actually. I fix it. It's so annoying that both, like, my cheeks are so different. Like, they don't come down the same way. Okay, let's start with the eyes now, shall we? I feel like I'm using this eyeshadow non-stop right now, but honestly it feels just like the perfect autumn fall eyeshadow. I literally use it on my fall makeup tutorial. I feel like it suits Monica Bellucci, like, talking about the Armani Beauty liquid eyeshadow. Yeah, this is in shade 30M. It's the most perfect cool tone eyeshadow. Like, it is amazing. So easy to apply as well. So I use a kind of medium-sized, dense, fluffy brush. That makes sense. It's kind of like rounded and dense, so it distributes a liquid eyeshadow super nicely. With this, you don't need any eyeshadow base or anything. This is kind of like the eyeshadow base because it sets on, you're done basically. So literally applying it directly and pressing it in with this brush is gonna give us a really nice intense color over there. And then once I feel like it's drying up, I will start blending outwards. And just like that, with one single eyeshadow, you're creating a nice gradient, and it's honestly super easy. Like, I'm done already. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye and start tapping it in. Just concentrate the pigment over there. And now that I feel that it's started to dry up, I'm done. For this look, I'm going to apply on the lower lash line as well. If you want a more precise application, you can use a smaller brush. Like, with this, we have a really nice base and starting point for this eye. It's not gonna get a lot more complicated, so don't worry. I'm actually gonna keep this really easy, and I'm gonna use two stick eyeshadows. Are super blendable and super easy to use. So first I'm gonna go in with a dark brown to intensify the lash lines. Stick shadows I like to go in sections so they don't dry down. So I'm just applying in the upper lash line and diffusing it, and you can already see the difference between the eyes. You know, this one has a lot more depth to it. The eye shape looks quite rounded, so it's not gonna be like a typical cat eye like this. It's gonna be more like a doe eye. I'm gonna apply it a little bit as well, really close to the lash line, and trying to just blend it in place. I don't think she has the waterline fully black, but I do think she has a little bit intensified with the black. So I'm not going into the waterline, but super close to the lashes. Almost in the waterline, but not fully. I'm not really extending this outwards, but inwards. I'm gonna use a gel pencil and do only the upper waterline. I'm gonna use this mascara because I know it's not gonna make my lashes fall down, and it's gonna give lots of volume. Just tie the whole look together. A little trick in case your mascara doesn't hold your curl, even though this one does, but is to hold a fan like this straight into your eye. Be careful because you might tear up. For the lower lashes, I'm gonna use something a little bit more lightweight. I was thinking I wanted to put some falsies, but honestly, maybe not. So I'm not sure if this worked though, but I might just leave it like this because I actually like it this way. They look okay, don't they? I tried out this lip liner yesterday. It's actually from Kiko Milano in shade 31, and I think it's gonna be so nice for this makeup actually. I want to define lip line, but I don't want the lip liner to be, super obvious. But I'm gonna do it quite lightly. Hold on, I'm gonna try recreate Monica's lip shape. I feel like it's not too different from mine. A little bit more rounded than usual. I don't think I can recreate her lips. entirely, to be honest. But I'm trying. Well, I feel like my lip shape is really, really defined. Like it's difficult to make it any other way. So this is the best it's gonna get. And now I'm gonna use, I think this one will work. This is the Mop Beauty M166, and this one is in collaboration with Hannah, and I love it. It's like a bloody red lip, like it's stunning. I'm gonna kind of blot it into the lip, and I'm not gonna use the full pigment of it. I mean, I feel like that's perfect for Monica Bellucci, isn't it? I feel like that's perfect. I feel like that's literally perfect. Is this a proper Monica Bellucci makeup? Let me know, please. Please let me know. Because even if it's not, I just love it. I think it's so grunge but elegant and classy at the same time. I don't know. I feel like it's so beautiful. I think it turned out quite well, but please let me know in the comments your opinion. I'd love to know if you like these kind of recreation makeups, because I definitely do. So if you have any other requests, just let me know in the comments and I will try to make it for some of my future videos. So if you enjoyed, remember all the products I use will be linked down in the description below. If you have any questions, as always, just let me know. I will also leave other videos from my channel that might interest you in the description as well. Yeah, give it a like, because that helps me so much. I hate doing this, but thank you guys for to give it a like. And yeah, obviously feel free to subscribe. I will really appreciate it. Hope you have the most beautiful day, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. Bye!